Thank you for joining today. I am so excited to kick off my first class webinar thing. So thank you so much for coming. I know we're all busy, so I want to jump right in to the slides. So here we go. Welcome everybody to How to Meal Plan Like a Boss. I am here to give you some tips of how to create a meal plan and get in that habit of meal planning. In this class, I'm going to teach you three budget-friendly ways to create a delicious meal plan that your family will truly just absolutely love. But I will want to ask you a favor before we begin. And can you just limit your distractions? We're moms, we are adults, and we have a lot of distractions. So just get comfy. Go in your room, go in your closet, do something just to kind of limit your distractions right now as we learn more about meal planning. Okay, you're in the right place if getting dinner on the table is consistently stressful and overwhelming for you. Or if you head to the grocery store without a list and end up spending a fortune at the store each week. Or if when you get home, you have all the ingredients and they are either going to waste or your family just doesn't love the end result. Or if you just value the time with your family and dream about easier meals that you all can just enjoy together. When you are excited about your weekly menu plan, family meals become a highlight of your day instead of causing you stress. I'm going to give you my best 3 tips to achieve an affordable meal plan that your family will love. Okay, for those of you who don't know me, most of you probably follow me, but I had a lot of people share, so I just wanted to reintroduce myself. I am Scarlett. I have bangs, and I don't in that picture, but I am the owner and and I have the business Made It, Ate It, Loved It. I am a wife and a mom to 4 kids, 12 and under, and I have been a business owner for almost 10 years. I also own a food truck with my mom called the Hot Cookie Truck, and we are located in Phoenix. It's a family business that I love so much, but probably my favorite thing is that I am a mom to 4 kids, and making meals for my family brings me so much joy. I started meal planning when I got married 13 years ago, and back then I just wanted to be a cute wife and hang up my meal plan for my husband to see what I was making that week, and I did not know that I would continue to do it for those 13 years and truly become an expert at it, that I'm able to share my talents and my gifts with others because I have spent so much time learning and developing meal plans. So I get asked this question a lot of time: what is your specialty? A few weeks ago, I actually was on a phone call with Food Network. I never shared it because nothing has ever come of it, at least not yet. But I was asked, what is your specialty? And I sat there on the phone with Food Network and I was thinking, well, meal planning actually. But I knew that wasn't the Food Network answer, of how to get me on Food Network. But I've realized that is okay. My specialty doesn't need to be pasta or whatever. My specialty can be meal planning. I also specialize in just food that that your whole family will enjoy. You don't have to have a certain palate to be able to enjoy my recipes. I like to make things. I'm a Buffalo fan, so I love to make things like wings. I love to make breads. I do like sides, you guys. I love adding sides to my thing. My husband never liked Brussels sprouts until me, and my whole family likes them. It's so weird, but I like making Brussels sprouts. I love creating new taco recipes. Being from Arizona, we love our Mexican food, so I like to create a variety of Taco Tuesday recipes. I also love comfort food of the chicken fried steak, and I try to mix in a salad as much as I can. Okay, this face is probably a face my children have seen quite a bit. It's very easy to feel like family mealtime was a flop. Most of those feelings come from just spending so much time and effort to try to make the perfect meal plan for your family. They also come from just looking at your grocery bill at the end saying, wow, how much money have I just spent on ingredients this week? I personally no longer get the dreaded question of, Mom, what's for dinner? My family knows where to find our weekly meal plan. My family knows where to find our weekly menu. And the best part is we all look forward to it. Following through with your weekly menu isn't just doable. Following through with your weekly menu isn't just doable. It can truly be enjoyable and fun. Here are my 3 tips for creating and sticking to a weekly meal plan. Okay, 101, here we go. This is what I started with 12 years ago, and I'm gonna give it to you now. Okay, pick your family's top 5. What are your family's top favorite meals? List out these top 5 recipes that your family could eat every single week if they have to. Some of you are thinking, Scarlett, we actually only have 5 recipes that we make every week, and we just rotate them every single week. Okay, but I want you guys to step out of the box. When you create your meal plan for the first time, I want you guys to only incorporate 1 to 3 of these top meals. Then I want you to fill in the remainder of the week with new recipes. These can be ones that you've been wanting to try from my cookbook or from my blog, or that you have other favorite food bloggers that you've been wanting to try their recipes. This is how we are going to add some fun and something different to your favorite things. You can pick those 5 favorite things, but we're going to think outside the box. Only incorporate 1 to 3 of these, and then we are going to jazz it up a little bit. Okay, so you're probably wondering, like, 1 to 3 is kind of a broad range. 1, if you have incorporate 1 if you're like excited to try new recipes. Incorporate 3 of your favorites if you have a really busy week. We all have busy weeks, okay? So incorporate 1 or 3 depending on how much time you have to create or to experiment. So I personally do my meal plans on Thursday evening, so it's ready for Friday. So I can order all my groceries on Friday to pick up, and it just gives me the weekend to gear up. It also kind of, on that day, I can kind of reevaluate the week and say, oh, I wasn't able to make this recipe, or I wasn't able to do this, use this ingredient. So you can look in your fridge on Thursday and say, this weekend I'm going to use these ingredients. Or you just say, I'm going to plan on using these ingredients next week. Okay, so the next thing is to head to the store with a plan. I know a lot of us aren't heading actually to a store, but when you are ordering your groceries online, it's the same thing. You need to head to order your groceries with a plan. I thought that this tweet just honestly summed up all the feelings of how we feel. So I wanted to make sure to share it in there. When it says, almost left the grocery store without buying a bag of Spring Mix to throw unopened into the garbage in 2 weeks. I mean, we've all done that. Okay, an incomplete grocery list is likely one of the reasons you are abandoning your meal plan. You just don't get all the ingredients. This is kind of how most of us probably feel when we leave Costco. We've spent $600+ at Costco, and yet we go home and we do not have a meal to make our family. So having a meal plan and a grocery list and heading to the store with a plan is how you can have a successful meal plan. I personally always like to add up the total of items before I head to the store, just because I want to know how much I'm expecting to spend. Whether I can splurge and get steaks, or whether I need to stick more towards a budget, because I remember when I needed diapers. So those weeks that I would buy diapers, I would not be buying steak. I wouldn't be buying those high price expensive items. I would be sticking more to the cheaper meats, just so I can not overspend. That's what this whole thing is about, is like not overspending and not wasting. Okay, my final tip is to share your meal plan with your family. This is like one of the things, like this is who we do it for, whether it's our spouse, whether it's our roommates, or whether it's our, like a house full of kids. We have got to have our family buy in. We have to have them be invested in this meal plan so that when your kids see the meal plan, they know that this is what they're having. This isn't like something that they can change. Like, this is what we're having. This is my sister. I kind of shared earlier how she does this. She hangs it in her cabinet right next to her fridge, and she prints everything out. She has the menus printed out, the menu, and then all the recipes after that, just right there, right next to her stove, in between her fridge and her stove. And her daughters, her older two are girls, and they really like helping out in the kitchen. And so she'll ask her daughter, like, hey, do you want to take the barbecue chicken salad tonight? Or do you want to take this? And she lets her kids be invested in creating recipes. My kids are in the kitchen with me every single day. And so they know that if they want to spend time with me, that's pretty much where I'm at. And my kids are invested. They're invested in our weekly meal plan. They are invested in the menus we create. And sometimes I think that it's just my kids because their mom really likes to cook and likes to meal plan. But guess what? Like, your kids can be the same. Like, I have a next door neighbor whose little girl, she's not little, she's like 10, but it is so crazy. She like totally loves being in the kitchen with me. You will be surprised at how many of your kids want to be in the kitchen with you. If they knew that this is what they were having, they would come up to you and say, hey, Mom, can we have the sheet pan sausage and vegetables tonight? Can we have this? And when your kids are excited about it, like, you know it's going to be a success. Okay, would it be helpful if your menu and your meal plan and shopping list was done for you each week? I do have a weekly meal plan, okay? This is a complete weekly meal plan with shopping list that your family will enjoy. It's the one that my sister does have printed in her thing, and I've learned that meal planning needs to be for everyone, but certain phases of life, like, we do need help. There's things that I need help with. There's things that someone else needs help with. And guess what? If you are one of those people that you really do need help with meal plans, like, I have this for you. Each week you'll get your weekly dinner menu. I release them Friday mornings online on the login portal on my website, as well as on my Facebook group. This just has a weekly dinner menu released each Friday, filled with a variety of recipes your whole family will enjoy. The recipes have similar ingredients to avoid waste and to save your budget. That is one thing that I didn't cover on the 3 steps, because those 3 steps are things I want you to start with. And once you get those down, you'll realize that you will graduate to do different things. So now what I do is I meal plan with similar ingredients to save money. Whether that's heavy cream, I use it in an enchilada and a breakfast recipe and a pasta dish. Like, that's how my weekly menus that I give out are, because I am trying to also eliminate waste, and they build upon each other. Each Friday, these are released, and they have meal plans that kind of build upon each other, that you can access the previous weeks, or you can interchange them and things like that. I also have a complete shopping list. These have links that you just click on and you add it to cart. I put, like, if you need a cup and a half of cheese that week, the ingredient that you add to your list is the one that will give you a cup and a half of cheese. So I add the same exactly what you need in with my shopping list, and you just click it and it goes to Walmart grocery pickup or delivery. It just makes it super easy. The other thing that I have is an interactive Facebook group. People just, like, I have people do it almost daily. They'll just post a question like, my store was out of tri-tip. Like, what's one thing that you can swap it out for? And guess what? some random person that also does my meal plans, guess what they do? They say the same thing happened to me. I added this. And so it really is like a community to help us. You do not have to have Facebook. And I'm here to answer questions. People DM me all the time, but this is a Facebook group that like has enough people in it that if you need to answer fast, like that's why they're there. It's like just an interactive Facebook group. We are just spending more times in our homes than ever before. Like if you want to do this, like why not now? And you know what? You don't have to do it alone. This meal plan portal is created for you guys. Okay, and yes, you do get access to all the previous meal plans right when you sign up. I know that all of you guys, your kids aren't going to like certain recipes, or your husband doesn't like certain recipes. And so that's why I decided to create the meal plan portal, because I want you guys to go in there and kind of like, if you can look closely, you can see like from this first one, the July 9th, it says lemon panko arugula salad. Well, guess what? Some of you guys, like, you're thinking, there is no way my kids are going to eat that. So then you go from, like, if you go to all the way to the side of the screen, you see, oh, homemade taquitos. Guess what? My kids are going to way rather eat homemade taquitos than the arugula salad. So you just interchange them. And then you would just go to the other week's shopping list and add those ingredients that say Tuesday. It's like so easy to change out, to customize to your family, but yet the list and the shopping ingredients are still done for you. Like you just interchange them and just add Tuesday's ingredients. Okay, this is kind of how my Facebook group looks. It is just, if you have questions about the recipe, like I'm here to support you, but also this whole group. There's, over 700 members of this Facebook group, and it's growing. And so these people are here to help you. I can't, I'm not always available 24 hours of the day, even though we all wish I could be. I have people that message me and say, hey, I'm at the store. What should I grab? And I'm like, I get to it an hour later. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. You probably left the store by now. But guess what? Like this Facebook group is for that. People just answer, they're there for you. This is a community. So right about now, you're probably thinking, okay, all right, give us the price of the subscription because of what I'm fully giving you guys. And you're likely thinking that I'm going to charge a lot for the subscription. And the truth is, like, I probably should, just because the amount of time I plan, like I do these, like I meal plan. So I sit there and I think, okay, what am I going to make? All these things. And so really it just saves so much time and money for them to be done for you that I could easily charge $50 a month. But I don't want to do that to you guys because I know that to some of you guys, $50 a month is more than you can afford for something like this. So I know that this community, and I want it to be priced for you guys so that you can make it affordable for everyone. I know that you want to jump in and join today and get started with the weekly meal plans. And so that's why I decided that this price should be much less than it is. When you enroll today, you can lock in the price of $25 for your lifetime subscription. I do not have commitments or contracts saying you need to pay for a year, you need to do this. You can cancel at any time. But believe me, like I've had people met like as members for over 2 years, and they have done it every single week. So here's kind of a sneak peek of my meal plans. I don't share them very often because if I shared them often, then what would be the purpose of the subscription? You know what I mean? So this is kind of what it is. So it is a PDF and a web version, and it just has the recipes ready for you, and then also has the ingredients of what you can add. So, and then it also has the printable recipes that are after that. I just want it to be one of those things that, like, look at the spices. Like, some of you may not have to buy salt and pepper every week. Hopefully you don't buy salt and pepper every week. But most of those like spice things in your pantry under canned goods or pantry, like all have flour in there, and you don't have to buy that flour. You just have to make sure that you have 3 cups of flour at your house. So I just have it ready for you to view, and then you can go through after that. And because you guys all know how much I love holidays, parties, and all those things, I wanted to make sure that you guys also had what I personally would do for my holiday menu, as well as like the grocery list. I love to make like holidays extra special, whether it's Labor Day or Christmas Eve, whatever it is. And so I just wanted to share with you guys what I would do to make holidays special. I know that a lot of you guys get together with family and things like that, so you don't have to do all of these. But guess what? If you just wanted to do dinner for Christmas Eve, or you wanted a fun dessert, you would just have everything ready for you, and you don't have to even think about it. It's crazy how fast time goes. Is meal planning something you've been meaning to get on top of? If you don't commit to making these changes in your routine now, how will you feel a year from now? So you really have 2 options. Are you going to stay confused and stuck where you are, or save money, feel prepared every week, and enjoy delicious meals with your family every night of the week? You don't have to take it from me. I have people that have shared things. These are not people that even know that I'm sharing these things. But these are just people that truly love my meal plans and just have loved meal planning. Even if you've tried meal planning before, this time it can be different and it can be fun. When you join in, your price is locked in for life. Okay, so if you decide to join in like from this webinar, you can lock in the price that will save you an additional $5 off each month. This will give you full access to everything that the people that pay more money will get. You just get it at a discounted rate because you decided to join through this webinar. So this price is only available today. So if this is something that you want to do, even if you just want to try it out for a month or 2 or 3 or whatever it is, like you really will make up this money with the amount of money you will save and the time. Your time is worth more than $20. You know what I mean? So even if because I don't offer trials, but I don't offer contracts. And I have realized that by don't lock in contracts with people, I can have better relationship with them. I don't want people to think like, oh, she locked me in on this thing. Like the reality of it is I want everybody to be able to do this, and you will save $20, $30, $40 each week by having this meal plan. And honestly, your time each week, like imagine just like spending 10 minutes every Friday morning, or if you want to do it on Saturday, and getting that new weekly meal plan and saying, oh, okay, Scarlett told me we're making this each week. Guess what? The stress is off. And guess what? Also, another thing is when you sit down with your family, they can tell if you're stressed, if you hated cooking for them, if you hated meal planning for them, because you will come to the table and you will weight lifted off of you because you didn't have to spend hours meal planning. You didn't have to spend hours on your shopping list. You truly could enjoy it. And honestly, it's fun. Every Friday logging in to see like, oh my gosh, what are we making this week? Like, just like your kids will feel when they see you stick up the weekly meal plan. You will feel that every Friday, just being like, this is fun. Like so many people have so much fun with this. So if you remember, you get the weekly dinner menu, you get the shopping list, and you get the Facebook group with this, plus your time, your money. You avoid wasting, you can stick to a budget, and it is what it is. It's something that is such a great product that I'm just so glad that I can share with you guys. Hey, thank you guys so much for being here. Hopefully you have been inspired and you have learned new ways to meal plan. I'm going to dive into a few questions that I have gotten. Okay, so how much per week do you spend on groceries? Isn't this the golden question? I get this every week, more times a week actually. people ask me this question. So because I meal plan and I go from meal plan to meal plan to meal plan to meal plan, I do not spend a lot of money on groceries. I spend less than $150. In some weeks, it's less than $100 on groceries. I cook all the time. I cook like 14 plus meals every single week. I don't cook on Sunday dinner because my mom does that, but I can cook 14 plus meals with just $150. I just really can. And you know why? Because once you start the meal plan and you go down and down, you don't have to buy all the pantry ingredients. You don't have to buy all the spices. You are just buying the fresh goods that you need that week. So I spend less than $150. That's during the summer. That's been during quarantine. It has not changed. It's not changed. That's just what it is. And you can do it. I have 6+ mouths to feed every single night. Okay. Another question that I'm getting, it says, does your meal plan subscription account for allergies and food substitutions? It does not. But so many people in the Facebook group say, my husband's on keto. I made the Alfredo sauce for keto and it's super keto friendly. People can do it carb free. I don't have that many in like the bread sections of my meal subscription. There's not very many carbs. Usually there's like maybe a French bread loaf because I love like French dips and garlic bread as one of my sides. And another thing that's usually there is like tortillas, which a lot of the time it's corn tortillas. So you can adapt my meal plan to be low sodium or carb free or keto, whatever it is. But this is not a keto meal plan subscription. It's just not. And that's okay. There's so many content out there that you can learn how to adapt things. If you are trying to eat healthier, I have lots of sheet pan meals that have vegetables and meats. And guess what? That's why I do it. Our family does not eat cream of stuff and cheese every single day. We really do. I truly do believe on like living a balanced lifestyle. Like that's just what we do. And that's just what it is. Okay. So you can substitute things. I also get asked a lot, like, there's tons of your meal plan things like include bread because people know that I love like cinnamon rolls and making homemade bread and rolls. And I've realized that like I can't add that to a meal plan. I can't expect everybody to love to make cinnamon rolls like I do. My family, like my son Remington is the pickiest eater, but yet he like loves fish. Like he loves salmon and shrimp and everything. But I don't add that to my weekly meal plan every single week because not everybody's family loves fish. My kids have learned to love fish because I feed them fish really young and they just love fish. So I probably have like a fish recipe once every other month. I maybe add a bread recipe, like I add a bread recipe for like Easter, but like those are like just extra things that you don't have to like be a bread maker. You don't have to be a fish lover to be part of my meal plan. Also, I get asked a lot, like, do I need certain kitchen gadgets to be part of your meal plan? The only extra thing besides like, an oven, a microwave, and like a stovetop, is I like crock pots. I have an Instant Pot, but I've realized like I put an Instant Pot recipe in my meal plan subscription like 2 years ago. And people are like, I don't have an Instant Pot. Well, guess what? I just realized that like a crock pot is a basic thing that most people have. So no, you don't need fancy gadgets and things like that to be part of my meal plan. They are just like basic things. I do sometimes have grill recipes, but really, they really are just basic recipes that like everybody can make and enjoy in a matter of 30 minutes. Like I know these aren't like long, like you need to spend hours in the kitchen to do this. Like they're just easy, fun recipes, you guys. Okay, the next thing I went over a few times that I'm getting the question of, am I locked into a contract? Nope, you're not. You can try it for a month. You can try it for however long you want. I really like, I have people that have been there for 2 years and have done it every week for 2 years. I don't with my meal plan, I have a spreadsheet and I don't share the same recipe often, which makes it easy for like people that need to substitute because their kids don't like a certain recipe. It's easy to substitute because I don't add the same recipes into my meal plan. Like my favorite chicken tacos that were on the slide, I shared them once in 2018, once in 2019, and once in 2020. And that's how much I share on these meal plans. Like, you will not be thinking, didn't I make this thing last month? Like, no, because my family does not eat the same thing over and over again. I buy things to have on hand for like lunches and things like that, but like we don't have the same things over and over again. And that's why it's fun to see what we're making on Friday, because we're not having the same things every single time. Like, this is supposed to be like a fun thing. It's not supposed to be like, oh, we're having enchiladas again, kids. Like, you can't expect them to be happy that they're having enchiladas and they had them the week before and the week before and the week before. Like, this is supposed to be fun. Okay, another question I'm getting is, do you have access to all the meal plans from the previous weeks? Yes. And the reason that I used to email them out when I started 2 years ago, but I had a special portal created just for my members that they can log in and get, because I wanted you guys to like have access to those. You guys paid for those. So you can download the PDFs, you can save the PDFs, you can print them, you can do whatever you want with those. Those are yours. And once you sign up, you have access to the previous ones. I know that some people are like, my kids love these. Like, I had one neighbor that she's done it. Like, she does it on vacation and everything. Her like family loved the Italian sausage pepper sandwiches, and she didn't even know that they like peppers. And so you can go into my search engine on your site. So you can log in, you can go search, and you search the pepper sandwich, whatever it is, and it will give you the meal plan that those were part of. So then you can just click on that and add those ingredients to your cart. Whether you want to, because I have them Monday through Friday, and then I have a Sunday brunch. So if you want to cook on Saturday, I know a lot of people don't cook every day, so I don't want to overwhelm you, so then you have more wasted ingredients. So that's why I've realized this is the perfect balance. So I don't want to have a meal every single day, because some of you guys aren't going to do that. So that's why I have that. But if you do want to cook every single day, like me, you can add one of your favorite things in. Just like I shared in step one, like, pick your family's favorite meals and go from there. And so that's how you can incorporate those things in. If, on my meal plan subscription, if you realize like, oh, we're not going to eat that, incorporate your family's favorite in. Go back to that step one where you incorporate them back in. Okay, thank you guys so much for taking time to be here and to learn more about meal planning. Hopefully you've learned things and you've learned more about my meal plan subscription. I know a lot of you don't know that much about it because I don't talk about it all the time. And so hopefully you just gain knowledge and you're excited. I do see that people are already starting to join the Facebook group. And so if you want to do this and want to try this out right now and it'll make your life easier, you can use the link right here to swipe up to sign up. And thank you guys so much for being here. It like makes me so happy to see people like take interest in what I truly love, which is meal planning, which is so odd to say, but it really is. It is such a benefit for my family and it's helped so many households. So thank you guys so much for wanting to be better. Right now, the world is just so heavy that like, even just taking the initiative to watch this and to gain knowledge about how to be better, you're already on the right track, you guys. So good job. If you have any questions, please feel free to DM me. You can send me an email, whatever you do to get a hold of me. I'm here to answer questions. I do love sharing my knowledge. That's why I created the plan subscription, because I wanted to share that part of my life and that part of my home, which I truly love so much. So thank you guys so much. If you have any questions about anything, please, I mean, not anything, but you know what I mean. If you have any questions, like, feel free to reach out to me and I'm here. And if not, and if you've been wanting to try the meal plan, this is the time because you will be getting that discount. So follow the link and swipe up. And yeah, I'll see you in the Facebook group.